What kind of car was it?
A Ford Mustang GT.
Yeah.
Versus what?
2001 model.
Ford Mustang GT 2000 black. Yeah. Just playing. My car got his ass though. He's in third gear, chilling, man, doing about 50, 55. And he started it, man. He fucking registered and shit. So I caught up to him real quick. Got beside him and he took off. What happened, John?
He took off right before he spanked his ass through fourth gear. About 100 and then got mad and wouldn't even look at you. Funny how people won't look once they get beat. They're hanging out of the window when they win. Isn't that funny?
Hey, it is coveted. You know it has been stolen before.
But how that happened? What that happened? That investigated.
We ran them down.
About this time last year. About this time last year.
This is night before New Year's.
How'd they pull that off?
Before you got my car, started it, man. We were fucking with the wires.
It was 3 in the morning. We had no idea what awaited. But while we were sitting there, cozy in our beds, out of nowhere, a stranger was in Tyler's car. Turns out he had gotten stranded in the cul-de-sac right there in our neighborhood. So he was just popping doors just to see maybe some idiot left their door open and possibly even their keys in it. Alright? So while we're sitting there in our cozy beds, December 30th, this is the day before Christmas Eve. Or, no, before New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve!
New Year's Eve, sorry about that. I forgot if it was Christmas time or New Year's Eve. Well, the day before New Year's Eve, and I hear Tyler's loud-ass, obnoxious exhaust get started up. And it startles me, it wakes me up. My window's, pretty close to his car. It wakes me up. And, naturally I just think, oh, okay, so Tyler's leaving somewhere at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I thought,
pussy.
Yeah, I was like, surely he's going to go get some pussy. What else is he going to be doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Duh. It's cold as fuck. You better go be getting some pussy. So,
juicy.
Turns out it's not Tyler at all, because I see Tyler run in some plaid fucking boxers with no fucking clothes on, basically just some plaid boxers and one sock on. Just, hey man, do you hear my car, man? That's not me, man. Come on, man. So he, hobbles his skinny ass to his room to get some sort of fucking weapons or something. But, he just throws on a sweater, throws on some sweatpants.
No, I didn't throw on a sweater. That's the one with tennis shoes.
He threw on some tennis shoes, excuse me. He was still in his boxers. And we got in my car, and we started chasing this guy. We didn't know how far he'd gotten, but we couldn't see shit because it was all kinds of ice and frost on my window, and I didn't have 5 seconds to warm it up. I just got in the car and just started driving Ace Ventura style like this out of the window.
I was out there scraping with a phone book.
Yeah. Tyler was scraping with a phone book.
He wasn't doing nothing.
Just to try to get out of the neighborhood. We couldn't do anything. We're sitting there scraping and scraping and scraping and scraping. I'm scraping my little arm off.
It took us like 20 seconds to realize it wasn't going to do nothing.
Yeah, and then we just drove Ace Ventura style like this out the window.
And we could still hear my car.
Yeah, we could all tell that the car was in the neighborhood because we could hear it just idling really, really loud from the exhaust. What kind of weapon did you grab, Tyler?
I don't remember, dude. I grabbed a big
You had a stick or something?
I grabbed a mag light.
A mag light. He grabbed a mag light. That's a good choice. Right? Yep. Yeah. Weapon of choice. Mag light. Empty beer bottle. Does that ring a bell? No.
Anyway.
So we go to the corner and we turn the corner and we're almost out of the neighborhood, and there's Tyler's car stopped at a stop sign. And the guy either doesn't want to move because he can't see or is having trouble, putting the car in gear or whatever. But we see what's going on, and, we can't believe we're about to catch this guy or be in front of this guy. So I pull my car up in front of Tyler's Mustang, and Tyler jumps out like the most hardcore white man on earth. And yanks his door open and goes to pull this 6'6", 250-pound black man out of his own car.
And it wasn't happening.
And it was not happening. As soon as he did, I came out and I didn't get too wild. Now when I saw that gun.
You ain't never seen me that confident, have you?
Out of nowhere, this guy stands up and tells Tyler to back up and starts covering his face. And he said, "Don't look at my fucking face," to me. And I just look at him like, "Hey man, you can have my car too if you want it." I'm like, "I don't care. Spare me. I'm not ready to go right now. I can't go right now." So I look at Tyler and he's sitting there in his boxers looking dumb and
no clothes on.
Couldn't believe a black guy would point a gun at him. Really, just found it so hard to believe. And he was so surprised. He was just shocked. I mean, I was scared, but I was like, "Well, we asked for it."
Yeah.
But Tyler was so surprised. He couldn't believe he was being held at gunpoint by a black man.
I was just like, "God damn it, dude."
Yeah. So he backpedals into the woods, and we're so freaked at this point, you know, that we're not really thinking. Neither of us had even picked up a cell phone. So we get back in Tyler's car and in my car, and we jet back to the house and we call the cops. The cops show up in, 5 minutes max? They show up fairly
quick.
Yeah, real quick. And, of course, they didn't see the guy. They just heard that he was still on the loose. Nobody had seen him. Nobody saw him when they were pulling in.
The cop was wanting to piss in our bathroom.
Yeah.
That what happened, was it?
No, it happened, but I was
sketchy.
It was sketchy.
He could have planted some coke in there.
Yeah.
Planted some coke in there and blamed it on us. That shit happens. It goes down. Yep.
So the conclusion to the story.
The guy ran down the street, got in this dude's van that was getting ready for work. So I started warming up. It was like 4:30 in the morning, I think actually.
Yeah, this is
and
a lazy 6'6" black man. He won't walk nowhere.
That dude, as a first night, the dude had hijacked a Monte Carlo at gunpoint, wrecked it somewhere, picked up a Camaro, and accidentally wrecked it in the cul-de-sac in the neighborhood. Just so happened to be checking doors, checked my car, went down the road in it. We actually chased after him, and he gave it back. You know, who knows? I might have just let him run off with it. So I only got liability insurance. I don't know the details. I wasn't taking any chances. I wanted that motherfucker back. When we got back, he runs down the road, gets in the van, goes and does a drive-by, shoots someplace up with that same gun that was pointing at us.
Yep.
This guy's nuts.
Went on to kill several people.
Yeah.
Killed?
For real.
That same night?
Shot someplace like no shit. I think he actually picked up some other people to go do it with him.
Yeah. He got a van. He got his little army together.
How did he get caught?
He got his little army together, and he was ready. He was ready to go.
I think my car just wasn't appropriate for his plans.
Yeah.
You know?
Too white trashy.
Too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, this loud ass car, we can't sneak up in on anybody with this car.
Can't do shit. But hey, they didn't know about my license plate though. They could get away a little bit more than they thought.